here, we're going to, band members, if you can make your way back over there, we're going to end with prayer and then school song. So this is a little something we call Senior Roast, and with a little twist to it this year. So we have all the parents, actually you guys can mix it, intertwine however you want, it doesn't have to be in a certain order. I'm just going to read off a few little facts or a story about you. And if you think it's about you, you're going to go and you're going to sit on your parents' lap. Okay, so Sam, you get to come and just stand by me. If it's about you, Samantha, you'll just have to come and stand.
Can I go by a parent?
You have to sit on their lap when it's about you, so you can stay there. Not yet. Not yet. All right. All right. This senior has always had a love for animals. There were many times this senior tried to save injured birds, one of which our cat opened the cage and hurt it more, and baby rabbits, which were fed with eyedroppers every 2 hours. This senior also had a pet toad for 3 years. This senior had 9 hamsters because one of them had 5 babies, even though both hamsters in the cage were supposed to be girls. They also raised 3 pigs, which included buying them a swimming pool and all kinds of toys. Our senior is Abby. This senior was playing slides with a friend on the treadmill. As the power increased on the treadmill, this senior fell out of the clothes basket and got caught on the side of the treadmill and still has a scar to prove it.
Yeah!
Miss Allie. This senior has some very unique talents. When this senior was in competitive swimming in elementary school, their parents learned they were able to plug their nose with their lips. This senior is also double-jointed and can do crazy things with her hands. Our senior is Liz. This senior has been known to heat up things in the microwave wrapped in tin foil. In 2nd grade, they didn't want to wear the Passion Play clothing unless it was washed first, so brought their lint roller to school. This senior also believed Mom telling them she was 35 years old for 5 years in a row, and was mad when they found out the truth on her 40th birthday. This senior, which we know as Jake, also, while on vacation in South Dakota, found fool's gold, which was placed by his family in the woods, and for many years was convinced they had struck it rich, and told everyone they had a lot of gold. Here's Jake. When this senior was little, they were obsessed with outlets. They knew the location and number of all the outlets in the house and daycare house. They also knew if they were 2-pronged or 3, and would promptly correct parents if they attempted to plug something into the wrong type. Their OCD tendencies carry on today, and they have a routine of making popcorn every night at 9:54, and has to maintain a strict bathroom schedule or they get all out of sorts. Our senior is Owen. This senior was a kleptomaniac at the age of 3. They would often hide special items in like their mom's wedding ring, dad's cell phone, and brother's watch under their pillow. Yes, that's you, John. While driving down the road when this senior was young, a chip delivery van drove by, and this senior very enthusiastically said, "I want to ride in that chip bus." Aiden. This senior, not long after getting their permit, was in the McDonald's drive-thru and it was dark out. She was reminded as they were waiting in line to make sure the foot was on the right pedal, and they were stopping and going in the line. They were nervous in line but confident their foot was on the right pedal. The employee asked them to pull forward a bit to wait for the food, and they thought they were pushing down on the brake in order to put the vehicle in gear, but instead was pushing the gas, so ended up really revving the engine and practically doing a brake stand right in the drive-thru window. She could have crawled into a hole, but everyone else couldn't stop laughing. Our senior is Bella. This senior could drive around daily for hours listening to tunes cranked up in the seat-tipped back. They're also known to enjoy fishing on the Cottonwood and may have gotten their car stuck a time or two. Our senior's Jason. When this senior was little, they were scared of Halloween decorations. They didn't want them in the house and hated walking them by them in stores. They didn't want to go trick-or-treating after turning 6. To this day, they're still scared of Halloween and hate everything to do with it. Our senior is Caleb. When this senior was about 18 months old, maybe not quite, they quit talking. They were speaking in complete sentences and asking questions and then just stopped. When they resumed talking after a period of some months, they had somehow acquired a British accent. Their vowel pronunciation remained different from the Midwest accent, but they were about 8 years by the time, until he was about 8 years old. Everyone who met us asked if their dad was from England. Our seniors, EJ. While coming home from New Ulm, this senior decided instead of coloring on paper, they would color on themselves. Mom thought they were pretty quiet during the ride home, but when opening the door at home, realized they had managed to color one left and one arm green. Off to the tub they went to get washed up with the water turning completely green. Our senior, please. This senior at the age of 4 got so mad at the dinner table, they pushed the milk pitcher right off the table and milk went everywhere. Our senior is Emily. This senior at a young age was swimming in a swim meet and was so determined to win that even when they won the race, kept going because she was so focused on making sure she finished every lap. Mom had to tap her on the head to tell her she was done, and she said, "Did the rest of them just quit?" Followed by a, "Nope, you won," with a whole lap to go. Determined never to give up. The senior also grew up always decked out in the cutest fashion trends, dressed head to toe in matching outfit with hat, shoes, sunglasses, and any accessories. They would also put on a show, singing and dancing like a rock star to anyone who would be their audience. Little Miss Hollywood was their nickname. Our senior is Samantha. This senior got a 4-wheeler for Christmas and literally drove it 50 feet right into a tree. This senior also, while going through the Dairy Queen drive-thru, ordered a chicken strap basket. Our senior is Kennedy. When this senior was little and would cry, their dad would tell them they sounded like a sick goose. The senior also hates feet and anything to do with painting their nails, and cannot take off any piece of clothing without it being inside out. Our senior is Callie. This senior is likely to turn into a noodle for how much ramen and mac and cheese they eat, but at least they will be well prepared for college. Our senior is Gracie. When this senior was 3 years old, they loved to play in their inflatable pool in their swimming hoot. Even though they could say swimming suit, they preferred swimming hoot. Our senior is Annika. Bear with me, the last two are a little bit longer stories, but I'm good. When this senior was in middle school, he would sometimes get his phone taken away. Mom Mom started out putting his phone in the living room and telling him not to go on it. He of course didn't follow that and would wait till Mom and Dad would go to bed and then take it to his room, replacing it before he woke up. Until one day he fell asleep before putting the phone back and Mom found out what he was doing. So Mom started putting the phone in her vehicle. That didn't stop him. Even when Mom was gone, he would get a spare set of keys, find her car in the parking lot, and use his phone. That led Mom to having to hide it when it would be taken away. Apparently, he liked the challenge and the hunt was on. First, Mom hid it in her lingerie drawer. Surely, he would never look for it there. Wrong. Next, under her bed mattress. He won't find it there. Wrong. Okay, so then Mom put it in her safe and hid the key. He will never find it there. Wrong again. He found it, but how did he get it out of the safe? Perhaps go online and find out how to pick the lock? Success. Mom had a single place that he could never find it. She finally found a spot that he didn't find. The school maintenance room. At least to her knowledge, he didn't find it. Or did he? Our senior's Brandon. And last but not least, this senior, as we know to be Colton, in their early teens wanted to learn how to cut and prune trees. To the apple tree they went, picked a branch and started cutting it by hand. They were told not to stand under the branch, so that they knew what he was doing. Mom walked away and then heard a crack of the branch and a scream, "I know how to do it!" Mom turned around and the senior was running away. Mom tried to tell him the further he ran, the longer it would take for him to get back, along with an "I told you so." This senior's head was punctured by a knot in the branch, which then gave him the nickname Knothead. Off to the ER they went and got his wound glued. Then they proceeded to take care of a wart needing to be removed. When they started to freeze it, the senior jumped out and hit his head again. Yes, right where the glue was, and this time the glue did not work. As Mom was holding the cloth to his bleeding head, the nurse reminded them that a shot was also due. Needless to say, both mother and son agreed he had been through enough for one day and no shot was administered. And that, my friends, is our senior roast. We all, as parents, want to wish you guys the best.